Live here in beautiful Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe at the Bleu Casino Resort here in Lake Tahoe. You got the big lake out here. Larry Ridley alongside my good buddy Rico is hilarious. Rico Williams, man, first time here in Lake Tahoe for me. What about yourself?
First time for myself as well. It's absolutely beautiful. I've heard people say this is the most picturesque place in America, and I see why.
Yeah, you hear about the golf tournaments that are out here. You got the lake, you got the snowboarding, you got the skiing in the wintertime. It's great in the summertime, but right now we are here for a Madden 18 tournament presented by UMG, here for this huge $7,500 battle at the Bleu for the Bleu Casino and Resort here, and it's going to be a great contest, and we have a great field here. We're down to the final eight, Rico.
Absolutely. You've seen some of the greatest players that we've seen in the Madden community come on out here. They made the trek to the West Coast. We're going to see who's going to be left standing tall at the end.
And we've got a pretty good person here to lead us off here on the stream, and when you look at some of the competitors here, we got some guys that you may never have heard of, but we do have one guy that everyone has heard of.
I'm pretty sure they're going to recognize Michael Skimbo. Right now, the hottest player in the Madden community. Any and every tournament that he's played in over the last year, he's won. He's really the face of everything that's going on right now. And my man Klue is going to see if he can knock him out.
And you can join us here live here on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/UMG events here for the Battle at Bleu here at Bleu Casino and Resort. $7,500. Somebody is walking away with $3,500. And right now, these final eight competitors pretty much in the money right now as well. So it's going to be a great time here for the Bleu Casino and Resort here at the Battle of the Blue. I'm excited to get started here and see if Skimbo can keep this thing going on. 4 tournaments in a row, Rico. He has been on fire.
Absolutely. We saw in New York, they brought that offense out. The most explosive offense in America right now. Everybody knows what he's going to do. The question is, can you stop it? Exclude, he's known for his run game, solid defense, but has he ever seen a bunch ran like Skimbo's going to run it?
He's going to see that bunch ran a bunch of times today with Skimbo putting that ball up in the air. And we'll see. Look, when you look at Klue, he's going to play with the Falcons. His favorite team is the Chiefs, but he's going to play with the Falcons. Why? Because he told me everyone else does, and he's got Julio Jones. So, look, he's not in awe. He recognizes the greatness of Skimbo, but he's excited to be here. He even has a needed hat on. He's got it turned backwards, but that red hat that you will see him wearing, it's got needed on it. So he's going to need all the help he can get today.
So he's gotten a hat from Dubby, but I haven't. Have you gotten yours yet?
I got a red T-shirt and a sweatshirt. Appreciate Dub.W out there, man.
Dubby,
he took care of a brother.
We're going to have some words. But speaking of having words, my question is, with the update that just came out, the breaking news just came out update, I saw Skimbo looking at his Seahawks, and they just weren't the same. How much is that going to affect his offense and defense? Remember, a lot of people don't have defense just yet. They're relying on the Seahawks to get those turnovers, to get those 50-50 plays for them.
So it's going to be Richard Sherman against Julio Jones, that Legion of Boom against that Falcons high-flying and high-scoring offense. Real quickly, I need a stone-cold pick from you, Rico. Who wins this game? I need to know right now, Rico.
Okay, and I saw how confused Skimbo looked on the updates. I saw him thumbing through. He was nervous. They went from an 86 overall to an 82 overall. He didn't know what he was going to do, but I know what he's going to do. He's going to win this game. I'm not excluding from moving on, but it's going to be a little bit too much right now. I think Skimbo's going to show us why he's considered right now the current hottest, best player in Madden. Going with Skimbo.
Would you say new GOAT?
No, I will not say that.
We're going to talk about that. We've got time to go. We'll get into that. But, hey, look, a nice tie can lift all boats, and that's what we're here about in this new Madden 18 community. Klue, a young man from Carson City, so right up the road here from Lake Tahoe. He's got all the fans behind him. He's got the whole casino, the resort, everybody, the sports book. Everybody's rooting for this guy. Let's get into the gameplay now as we'll check out Klue and also Skimbo right now, the defending Madden 17 champ, heading to the Madden Classic, which will be in 2 weeks. A lot of guys still grinding right now on the ladder.
This is Single Limb weekend. They're trying to make it there.
All right, so you'll see Klue playing with the Falcons there in white. Skimbo, the defending Madden 17 champ, the Compete Forever champ at the NYC Fall Kickoff 5 weeks ago during Labor Day weekend, rolling with the Seahawks. The game played at Central League Field, Pacific Northwest, home of the 12s. Skimbo with the rock first, and there it is. Rico, you called it first. That bunch on the right side, play action pass here. Oh, dangerous! Dangerous situation there for old Russell Wilson, Rico.
Oh, yeah, he got off that block shot real quick, got to the quarterback. Skimbo, as you can see, he has that look.
I've never seen such a good guy, such a confident guy, so humbled, and also a little nervous at the same time. And there's Russell Wilson, the out route to Lockett, the little receiver from Kansas State, picks up a first down there, and he's rolling with that high-powered offense.
Skimbo went right back to it. He saw the play was open, just didn't have enough time to get that ball off. Was able to avoid the pressure, move the chains.
Gun bunch, back offset to the left. Russ, lots of time. He's looking deep. He's got Lockett down the right side on that corner out. Touchdown. Skimbo just like that. 3 plays, and he's in the painted end zone. That's a house call, Rico Williams.
Absolutely. Skimbo got it done in 3 plays, but he looks like he's a little disappointed in himself that it took him that long.
Dude is only happy when he scores and when he wins money.
And he took the lid off that defense really quickly. If you're exclude, you're going to have to make sure you let nobody get behind you, because you know he's looking for those deep routes early and often. You can't let that score stick with you. If you're exclude right now, you have to focus, lock in, get your run game established, do what you came here to do. Do not be scared of the name.
Now, you look at Exclude, he's played in a couple of challengers. He was out in Vegas and out in L.A. last year, so he's not totally in the dark when it comes to playing on the big stage and the bright lights. There he has the run back on the kickoff return, and he's going to start inside of his 20-yard line, his first possession on offense. When you look at it, from Carson City, Nevada, look, he's been searching on the stream. He knows exactly what Skimbo is going to do. With that bunch, you got to know one of those guys, they will go deep, either that post or that post corner or the corner route. You got to be expecting that. You got to have somebody deep, Rico.
Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, he just got punched in the mouth here. We're going to see if he can stick to his plan. And Skimbo taking that timeout real quick, didn't like what he saw, wanted to make sure he had his right personnel on there. Can't take him with you to the second half. Right. I like to call that.
And that's the difference between a good player, a great player, and a championship caliber player. He doesn't take anything for granted. Real quickly, back to RJ Klue. He talked about, I said, what do you need to do to win? He says, need that EA fluky. So we're going to see if he gets some fluky plays, something glitchy here in this first matchup here at the Battle of Blue, presented by UMG. Hit us on Twitch, and there's a pick, and it's a pick 6. Bam, bam, wham. Thank you, ma'am. Bam, going the other way.
You gotta love it. Exclude came out, threw his first pass, completed, touchdown. One problem, wrong team.
Exclude said he told all of his friends to watch. He doesn't care if he gets beat by 100. He just happened to be on the stream and have a chance at the $7,500. Right now, he's probably thinking, I wish I didn't tell him all to be watching right now.
Hey, here's what I'll tell you. Even McGregor had a great fan base out with Mayweather debacle him. And you know what? They're all going to get paid. He's made it to the Final 8. He's gotten this far. He's in the money. So you can't be sad with your performance. You just got to make the most of it.
All right, Exclude running. Nice tackle right there. Also dragging the tackler there another 5 yards. He's going to get the rock around the 30-yard line. All right, Rico, what does he need to do here? You're down 14. You don't want to get too nervous here, too caught up in what's going on. One play at a time. Do not let this game get away from you this fast.
He needs to run the ball. He cannot afford to throw another pass just yet. Settle your team down, run the ball, because right now he looks like he's a little overwhelmed.
At least on this first play, I agree. You got the bunch to the trips to the left. Hands it off, and there he is, Devontae Freeman off on the right side. A pickup will give it 2.
Okay, see, now at least you've gotten some yards. You feel a little bit more comfortable.
It didn't go the other way.
Yeah, it seems like a game now. He just needs to get back to his living room, his comfort zone, and just realize this is Madden. Anybody can play with anyone. You just got to execute, just got to make your reads.
There's something to be said, too, about going for it. You got here by playing, loose, playing aggressively. You need to do that now. You're not going to beat Skimbo playing your game. You can play your A game, and Skimbo can play a C game and still probably beat you. You need to play A++ and then force Skimbo to play a B or C game. That's his only hope. So I think he needs to open it up and go for it right now.
We're going to have to see.
He's only got a couple options, Rico.
You saw his read there. He said he likes to run the ball. He said,
Oh, just missed him over the head of the tight end, down on the right side with that seam route or that post corner there.
He says he likes now 4th and 3 right here. Nobody ever brings their punter to a Madden event. If he goes for this now, Skimbo, while he is a new school player, he has some old school mentalities. And we know, what do you do when you see a man drowning? you throw water on him.
Or you throw in the floaties.
Yes. And right now, we're wondering if Klue can swim if he doesn't get these 3 yards.
It's a deep lake out here, man. That crystal clear, that emerald lake here, Lake Tahoe. Can Klue pick up this 4th down and stay in it? He's not a passer. He's got to throw it. Oh, and it's incomplete. Michael Skimbo would take over deep inside of Klue 27's territory. RJ, kids call him RJ from Carson City, Nevada. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Yeah. You got to. Now, the only question is Skimbo going to just keep putting it on him?
Ooh, what a dot.
Or is he going to take the foot off the gas?
Oh,
now,
that's how you read a defense right there.
And you got to love Skimbo. He's been here before. He didn't come here to play Klue. He came here to win the championship, win the money, and keep his momentum going. Now, my only question is, this is probably going to be the last real tournament he gets in before Burbank.
Good point.
Does he work on some new things? Does he bring a couple things out to see if he can add a new bell or a whistle to his offense? Or does he just run his B or C game? Because you know he doesn't like to stream. He doesn't want people to know what he's doing. Oh, he just ran right back.
That's okay. Probably around the 35 or the 40 there. Decent run back there. Klue has got to, look, at some point you can't keep running the ball. You're not going to get back in this game running the ball. Not down 21-0 and possibly Skimbo getting the ball back as well. Klue's going to have to open it up. He's got to look for some opportunities, mix in some runs here and there, but he's got to take his shot. You got to go down swinging, and this is what Klue 27 needs to do. You've got the Falcons for a reason. They've got Julio Jones. That's why he chose this team. It's time to line Julio up and let him go one-on-one with some of these corners and take your shot, Rico.
You need time for that. And don't forget, Atlanta also has a 2-headed running back.
They do.
So getting some space,
now
take it to the house. 30.
He's running. 20, 10, 5. He's going to get, he's in the end zone. That's a 70-yard touchdown run. You said it. Stick with the run.
That's what got you here. And he tried to be somebody he wasn't, and he put himself down 21-0 because he was trying. You know, Skimbo has his high-powered pass offense. He wanted to show that he can stomp with the big dog, and all he did was get bit.
That is true. Look, the running game is the strength of Klue. But at some point, and like in real football, when you're down 21 or 28, sometimes you have to abandon the run. But if you can get 70-yard runs, you can still stand it. I don't want to see this 3 yards in a cloud of dust like the Big Ten. So we'll see what happens if he can break off some long runs just like that, Rico.
Now, can he keep Skimbo's offense on the field for more than 4 plays?
Oh, nice return. Oh, he got a fumble and it's picked up.
That was the fluke he was hoping for.
That was the
That
fluke.
could have got him right back in that game. He gets a scoop and score there. You never know. But
go ahead.
he has to make sure he gets back deep here. How many times do you need to get beat over the top before you realize, hey, I got to back that safety up?
Better coverage here with that cover 2 shell, so that's going to take away some of those deep posts and those corner routes. That's a better thing right there instead of having the middle of the field closed and playing that single high safety where you're susceptible to things right down the seams and also those corner routes there, those 18 to 25-yard corner routes. So we'll see if he can continue to play good defense there with that shell. But once again, you're going to give up a lot of stuff underneath, so he's got to be able to mix and match with his defense with Klue.
That was a great stop there because it was just him in space and Skimbo. 3rd and 6. You realize Skimbo's not going to punt here, so you see 2 more plays, cover the flats here.
Exactly.
And don't give it away up top.
And tackle and make sure your linebackers cover and carry the tight ends coming across the middle of the field. That's the one thing about the cover 2, especially people have been talking about in this game. The flats are really open. They're very susceptible to plays like that. So that's a concern if you're Klue. Because this is pretty much all you can do. And just hope Skimbo makes a mistake and tries to get too greedy. And there it is. There's the long. And look, if he's going to complete that, it's Katie Burr to do it. If you can't stop that, you got no shot.
At some point, Klue's going to realize, I got to stick with my run offense that got me here, but I have to abandon my defense because it's not going to keep me here. Now, ask Madden, phone a friend, call Regis, get a lifeline, do something, because what you're in right now, it's not even slowing him down, let alone stopping him.
It's going to be a tough road to hoe for old Klue 27. Kids call him RJ. That's actually his government name from right here in Carson City. He's got the rock now. Roberts on the return. Oh, brought down hard there. He's going to start with the rock, and he's down once again. A 21-point game. I'm with you. I'm okay running the ball if you can get chunk plays. If it gets into 2nd and 8, 3rd and 7, then I'm not okay. You got to open it up and try to stay in this game. And then defensively, he's got to find a mix where you can take away these deep post routes and these deep corners. And the cover 2 should work. I don't know. Maybe the safety's just slow as hell. I have no idea, but he's not getting back. That's for sure.
Well, here's the question I have. Is Klue going to have more passing yards, or will Skimbo have more running yards? Skimbo hasn't ran the ball once yet.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I think Klue's going to wind up with negative passing yards for the game.
Yeah, look, passing is not his forte. We've gone over that. But he's got to do something. He's got to get the ball out quick. Skimbo's not bringing any pressure yet. But the Atlanta Falcon offensive line not holding up so well. He's got that wide end out there. And there's a run. That's not going to do it. 3rd down and about 20 coming up.
We were joking in Philadelphia. It looks like he's suffering from a gene ailment. Big Gene used to have the greatest kick work in the world. But in Philly, all he did was just run into his blockers. He wasn't able to maneuver him. He actually had a hole or 2 if he would have got the outside. But 2nd and 20 turned into 3rd and 20 again. And now 3rd and 20 is probably going to turn into an interception.
You're right. He had 2 holes. He had one to the left side and one to the right side. But probably he gains, 5, 6 yards, and it's still 3rd and 14. The problem is if you're not picking up chunk yards, it's almost a waste of down if you can't throw the ball. And that's the problem. He can't get rid of it in time. Head on a swivel for Matt Ryan. Matty Ice not looking very good right now. Not a lot of time to look down the field. Oh, my gosh. We're punting the ball in Madden. Now, that's a telltale sign there, right?
Yeah. That throw the towel. He's thrown the towel. Down 21. Oh, maybe he was just trying to see what he was going to come out in.
Tough game. All right, we're going to continue.
Going into the 2nd quarter. I hate to say this, ladies and gentlemen, but we may be looking at a 100-point game.
Wow.
Think about it for a moment.
Well, he had 28 and a quarter, right? That's 56 and a half.
And he gets the ball back in half as well. Remember that first play?
Yeah, I was about to call you crazy, but by my Middle Tennessee math, that's 112 points.
Yes.
So you're right.
I need to find out, has anybody ever got Wilt hung on them in a Madden
I've
game?
never seen triple digits in a Madden game. Not a competitive Madden game. Not high-level competitive Madden.
You call this competitive?
It's a live tournament, yeah.
It's in competitive gaming. Right now, this game isn't competitive.
Well, look, our RG Klue didn't come here to just take it on the chin. He's got his friends watching at home. Look, he needs something glitchy. He needs something fluky. We all know it. He's on a stream. His guys are watching. Maybe he has his girl and his family watching here on twitch.tv/UMG events, but he's got to get it going on defense, and he's got to get some pressure on Skimbo. And if you're RG or RJ, Klue, this is what you need. Run that cover 2 shell and let Skimbo have all the 5 and 6 yard passes he wants. That's the only shot you have and try to knock that ball loose.
I actually think that was Skimbo's version of running the ball. He was trying to be nice.
All right. He's out. I think 1 foot was out. So we'll call it 3rd down there, 3rd and 4. Pass incomplete for Michael Skimbo. We'll have a 3rd and 4 with a 21-point lead. Ball on the side of Klue 27.
Got to take away the flats here. Do not allow the track route to come get you underneath.
Every time he does that, this is what happens, Rico. You can't do it. The safeties are horrible right now. The corners are not getting it done. I'd say you get in that cover 2 shell, maybe even play quarters, man. Some sort of cover 4, and just take away the deep stuff. Make Skimbo go 10 to 12 plays, and hopefully he screws up and gets greedy, or maybe fumbles the ball. That's the only shot he has in this game. He's not going to sit back and play these coverages and force Skimbo into mistakes. Not like that when he can throw it 50, 60 yards over his head.
Here's where Klue has actually gotten a great draw here. Skimbo's a great guy. Me, I am trying to give you 100 right now, just because. There's no gray area. I'm telling you I want to give you, you're trying to get 100. Skimbo's probably going to start running the ball, running some time, trying to be nice. If you're Klue, I would try a couple plays, but then I'm starting to think, look, I still have a chance to get out.
Exactly.
This might not be mine. I'm not even thinking about point differential. It's going to be the max, regardless. Let's just see what I can get going so that I can build some momentum for these other games, because you don't want to let this throw you off your whole tournament.
Point differential is only 24, right? So it doesn't matter if you lose 112 to 14, right?
Yeah. Golly.
You saw the hashtag there, folks. We're here. Battle@Bleu is the hashtag if you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anything else. Twitch.tv/UMG events. Literally on the call with Rico Williams. We're live here in beautiful South Lake Tahoe here at State Line, Nevada, here in beautiful Lake Tahoe at the Bleu Casino and Resort and Spa here. A wonderful event, wonderful host here at the Bleu Resort. Michael Skimbo with the lead, 35-7. RJ, a.k.a. Klue, 27 with the rock, now down 28, trying to stay in this ball game some way, somehow.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to go ahead and log on to the chat. I'd like to see what everybody out there is talking about right now. Guys, let's send a shout out to Dubby, who's checking in. I know he has a big game here today. What would you guys do if you're Skimbo? Are you trying to give him 100?
Don't go there.
Or do you slow it down?
Picked there by Cam Chancellor right across the middle, lurking there on that middle route there by Klue, picked off by Skimbo, and we're heading back the other way. And Rico, like I said, I thought you were crazy. You said 100 points. I'm doing the math. I'm like, well, he needs 28 a quarter. Okay.
And he's being nice.
35-7, 2:22 left here in the second quarter. Michael Skimbo running the rock, and there's Rawls. Tough running, tough sledding there. We'll give him 13. A first down there for Michael Skimbo. I think what's going to happen is that Skimbo will take the foot off the gas. Yeah. Take the foot off the gas if you're Michael Skimbo and start thinking about your next game and moving on to the live finals and things of that nature. So 35-7 here, Michael Skimbo. We're going to start slowing down the clock.
That is so nice of Skimbo to go ahead and turn it down for him. You can't teach that kind of class. See, and that's the difference. Skimbo's a good guy.
You're a savage.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm talking trash to you. I'm making sure you look at me. I don't care if you're listening to white noise, music, whatever. Oh, gosh.
I'm looking at that run right there. Thomas Rawls had a seam there. And people, let me know if I'm wrong here on the chat. I think Skimbo could have gotten more yards and maybe even possibly scored. It looks like he jumped into the tackle there, maybe to keep the drive going. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, just making sure.
I think Skimbo has a lunch reservation that he's trying to get to. So he realized, hey, I got to get this clock running.
All I got to say is if Michael Skimbo is fortunate enough to get out of this group and continue winning, dinner is on Michael Skimbo. That is a fact, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag dinner on Skimbo if things continue in this direction. And there's Thomas Rawls up the gut. Once again, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards there. Call it 2nd and 2 as we move ahead inside the 10-yard line, inside the red zone or the green zone, whatever you like to call it, for Michael Skimbo rolling with the Seahawks. Looks like he'll have a 42-point half, so he probably won't get the 100.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. Don't count him out yet. We watched him score 42 in the first half, not trying.
Did he
what
just
if people,
smile?
What if people give him grief and say they want the 100?
Right.
All right,
Tell us
chat.
what you want, chat.
Do you guys want Skimbo to try to give him 100? Let us know. Dubby, tell me what the code word is to get him to give him 100. By the way, if you're rooting for Klue, tell me if you'd like to see him given 100. Because I know there has to be. No, think about it. You know how.
It's history.
Klue probably beats up on all of his boys back home and talks all kinds of trash to them. They're probably like, give him 100. Give him 100.
You think his boys are rooting against him?
Yes, so that way when he comes back and starts beating up on him again,
right.
You wasn't saying that when Skimbo was whooping on you.
Are you kidding me? Let me tell you what. If they were my boys and they were wanting the opponent to beat up on me just so they can have bragging rights when I come back home, we might not be boys anymore.
Uh-oh. Look at him.
That's a nice run by Freeman there. Pickup, we'll give him about 8 or 9. They're actually 7 on the play, 2nd and 3. This could be the last play of the
By the way, and Dubby said it, they don't want the 100. Excludes friends of theirs. He's part of the family. They just want the win and to move on.
Sure, he's part of the family. He's got a needed hat on. Dubby's he's a smart businessman. He knows what's good for business, right?
Oh, man. And speaking of being good for business, this venue is absolutely beautiful. By the way, Dubby, they have a full party here for you. You'd have had a great time. Even when you're playing or not playing, UMG has put together a first-class event. You got to thank El Gato. Yep. They have made sure that players, friends, family members, audience, everybody here is having a great time, and that's what it's really all about.
First-class, world-class setup here at the Bleu Casino and Resort here, beautiful South Lake Tahoe, right on the south side of the beautiful lake, the Big Blue Lake, the Emerald Lake. I remember one year at Middle Tennessee, we were going to play Boise State, and they've got the blue turf. Now we've got the Blue Lake out here. And guys, it is true, there are birds that land on the turf at Boise State because they think it is water. Wow. So that is something that I heard, or at least it's folklore out there in Boise. So we've got the real blue turf out here with the Blue Lake here at Lake Tahoe, beautiful South Lake Tahoe and State Line, Nevada. Larry Ridley alongside Rico Williams here with RJ Exclue with the watch.
He has 77 rushing yards, 68 total yards for the game. I'll rest my case.
Look, you're onto something. That's why I'm quiet. I'm like, he threw it out there. And speaking of reeling in a big fish, you're going to reel in the result here. Maybe he gets to 100. Maybe that rushing yard total will be where you think it is. But right now, what we do know is Exclue needs a lot to happen and a lot to happen fast to get back in this game and make it even a contest. He's down to 35.
Seeing as how we're at a casino, I think there is no mercy rule. You play till you can't play anymore. Isn't that how it works at the tables?
Well, if you're Exclue, you got all the chips to the table, right? And they're in the center of the table. And right now, you're just hoping and praying that it lays on and it lands on black, and you can somehow get back in this thing.
Yeah. Now, you gotta love how focused Excluded is. He's not giving up. He knows he still has a lot more Madden to go, and we can build from this. We can build on this. He's channeling his inner Herm Edwards.
Once again, you talked about that 100-point margin, and for Exclue to tell me that he told all his friends he doesn't care if he gets beat by 100. He's happy to be here. You don't want that to happen, so hopefully he can put up a fight. As we like to say, bow his neck and get back in this thing, play some solid defense. Look, Skimbo's going to run the ball, so he shouldn't give up 100, right? Rico, he shouldn't give up 100.
They've turned it off. He's not going to give up 100. My question is, will he wind up with positive passing yards? Chat, do you think he will wind up with positive passing yards? Yes or no? I need to hear it.
I think so. I think he avoids the sacks, gets rid of the ball, high incompletions, but he will finish with positive passing yards.
He has a better chance of drowning Aquaman than finishing with positive passing yards. Here we go. Is it a pick or a turnover on downs?
Well, it's a three-man rush. He's got time. And there it is. Skimbo's calling off the dogs just a little bit. Three-man rush. He should be able to move the ball a little bit.
See, look. And here's the thing. The competitor in Skimbo doesn't like that. He knows he had two guys in the area that should have not been completed. Don't poke the bear, because then it's going to turn into when animals attack.
Need that EA fluky. I wouldn't call that fluky. I'm going to call that a good pass over the defender's head and into the receiver's hands. And there's Foreman on the right side. Maybe a minimal gain of 1 or 2 yards. I'll give him a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for Exclue 27 with the Rock and the Falcons. 1 touchdown so far. Not a lot of rushing yards. Not a lot of passing yards. Couple of turnovers. Not playing well on defense, but he is in this game still with the offense, trying to do something to stay in this ball game and make it somewhat respectable. As we look at El Gato and Origin here, sponsors here at the Battle of the Blue, live here at Bleu Casino and Resort.
Look at Freeman. He has 8 rushes for 83 yards and a touchdown. If you saw that, you would think he's having a great day, is having his way with the game. You would never think they were down 35.
Yeah. Well, turnovers will do that to you. Quick strikes will do that to you. It's just like a quick offense in college or pro, like the Patriots or somebody, or Oregon Ducks when they had Chip Kelly. You look up and you're down 21-0. It's just mentally you're beat. And you look up and there's still 10 minutes to go in the first quarter and you're down 3 touchdowns. What do? There are no plays for that.
Well, there are. They're just all in Skimbo's playbook.
There you go. There are no plays that you have. So now it's about respectability and, start the bus.
Yeah. Now here, look at Skimbo's face. Mm-hmm. He knows he let him get away with 1 on 4th down last time. Looking for Skimbo to lock up here. He's going to take away that drag first. He's going to lurk middle, take away that drag, then bounce out to cover that seam route. And he's going to wind up getting a sack.
Well, if you're Exclue, you want to do something where you've got that drag coming across the middle or that stop right across the middle, but you got to have something coming behind it. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can high-low him and you can hit that next level. So we'll see what he comes up here. You got Twins to the left and to the right. Back offset Freeman to the right-hand side. You got Matty Ice in the gun. Who's the mic? Pick out the mic. Here he's looking deep. He's got 4 verts. He's got one guy. He's got to throw it there, and that's the route. And he's in business with Mohamed Sanu Sr. inside the 10-yard line. Nice little juke move there, and we're in business. A conversion on 4th down. Nice play there by Klue.
I'm going to give him a pass on that because Mohamed Sanu went to my high school. Shout out to South Brunswick. Gotta love it.
Rutgers.
But I don't even know what Skimbo was in there. He was just trying to sit back and let this clock go. Can't be mad at him. He's up 42-7. He's looking to move on. Maybe he's trying to see if certain defenses stop other routes, looking to work on a couple things for Burbank.
He's playing a soft zone, some sort of cover 3 as a single high safety, and that's what he's doing. That's what he is. He's just dropping 7 or 8, and he's trying to get underneath all those zones. He's working on his next game and trying to refine his game plan for later on down the road. That's exactly what he's doing with those soft zones. So once again, on the chat, guys, twitch.tv/UMG events. I want to thank Elgato and Origin here. A couple of our sponsors here at the Battle of the Blue. We're live here. Larry Ridley, Rico Williams on the call for the Battle of the Blue at Bleu Casino and Resort and Spa in beautiful South Lake Tahoe, right on State Line here in Nevada. Beautiful facility here. You got the casino, got the spa, you got everything. You got the sports book that I'm going to hit when we're done. The casino is rocking and rolling right now here in beautiful South Lake Tahoe.
Shout out to Rowdy from EBC, a throwback to the past. Rowdy, you need to call everybody. There's too much going on for you to not get Realist, Champ, Hova, everybody back. Hey, you saw Gene made an appearance in Philly. Where's everybody else at? Bring them all back. We need to see if somebody from the old school can make a run at it. Everybody else has got popped.
Once again, big thanks to Elgato Gaming, also Origin, all of these sponsors here sponsoring this beautiful event, a great production and broadcast and event by the folks at UMG Events. That's twitch.tv. You'll find us here on the stream live all afternoon and all night here on a Saturday night in beautiful South Lake Tahoe in State Line, Nevada for the Battle at Blue, the Madden 18 tournament. $7,500 on the line, $3,500 to the winner. Skimbo right now with a 42-7 lead over Klue, 4th and goal here inside the 5, Rico.
Does he get in here? He's definitely looking for one of those table routes.
Single safety there, so you're going to have some sort of cover 3 look. You are going to have some lurking in the middle of the field. What can he find? There it is, Julio Jones. He can't hold on to it. Shot the high point, the ball. Aggressive catch, couldn't come down with it.
Ouch. So close.
But yet so far at the same time.
But
great defense by Skimbo. That's what you want to do. You want to play these soft zones and keep everything in front of you and see if you can get a pick and make him make a mistake.
So I see everybody talking. I know Dubby has a big single elimination game coming up today. That's why he couldn't be here. Just so you guys know, they even have a section here for you, whether you're playing on PS4 or Xbox, where you could have played your single elimination game. Bam, a.k.a. Scheming, he's out here. He's playing in his group now, and he's prepared. Oh, wow.
Look at that there. Sweet feet there by the little rocket. The receiver there from Seattle. First down, Skimbo moving the sticks.
They have made sure they made accommodations for everybody, and you have to really appreciate them going the extra mile. They even allowed him to get a practice game in to make sure there were no lags. True. Everything was smooth. You guys have really put together a first-rate performance.
Thanks to the sponsors of the choir, Origin, Elgato, all of these guys. You can see those sponsors on the screen there as we're live here for the Battle of Blue. Bleu Casino Resort and Spa here and down in beautiful South Lake Tahoe and State Line, Nevada.
Skimbo had, 61 yards rushing? He's going to cover against if Seattle runs for more than Atlanta passes, Atlanta will never win that game.
They will never, ever have a chance at winning that game. And look, he stays, he went out of bounds. Kept his feet there while I was running on the left-hand side. Clearly, Michael Skimbo working on other things. As we wind down here in the 4th quarter, Michael Skimbo cruised out to a 21-0 lead, up as much as 28-7 now. It's 42-7. He's been cruising here in the second half. Took the foot off the pedal, off the throttle there as he looks forward to moving on to his next match here in group play here at the Battle at Bleu here in the Bleu Casino Resort and Spa in Lake Tahoe. Thomas Rawls once again off the right-hand side. Pick up a 5 there, 2nd and 5. Tick, 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 tick as we closer to the 2-minute warning, Rico.
This might be the last drive of the game. It looks like Skimbo's trying to be class, run it out. Just because you can doesn't always mean you should. And just because he could have put up 100 doesn't mean that he should have.
Why? Because he's got a heart, man. This is a new day. It's a new era. It's not like the days when you were up and around and as the Madden historian when you guys were cracking heads, talking smack to people while they were playing. I would love to see those days because that takes some real mental fortitude to kind of get through the situation. Now it's about we're starting to see a little more class anyway, and Skimbo's showing that here. Not necessarily being soft on the guy, just class. There's a little difference.
See, and we were talking about Philly in the tournament that we were at there. I will never forget. There's no worse feeling in Madden than not being able to stop the run. And Philly's own Tommy Guns, 4-time Madden Challenge winner, was running this counter that I couldn't stop. I couldn't even slow it down. He put up 60-something on me running with the Broncos. And all I could do was just be frustrated and get laughed at. But I ate my Wheaties, got right, and when I tell you I got him back at the Beast of the East, hold that, Tommy.
All right, under the 2-minute warning now. $1:44 here left in the fourth quarter. Michael Skimbo, the defending Madden 17 champ, the NYC Fall Kickoff Compete Forever champ from back during Labor Day weekend, rolled through that event. Heading to the Madden Classic here in 2 weeks. He's got a nice 35-point cushion. Unless the earth falls off its axis, he is moving on here in group play.
Now, I know there's a partial competitor, Skimbo, that might want to still throw out one more score.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Does he do it?
No.
Or does he just run this one out?
No, you got to run it out and move on. Pat yourself on the back. It's time to move on to that second round in group play. Save something for later. And like you said, he's a good player. He's a great guy, and he's showing some class here. I'm not sure other guys will be showing, let's say, mercy.
No.
And I don't blame him. I kind of like it. I like different characters, so it's all good.
All right, speaking of all good, looks like Skimbo's going to go ahead and let this one tick down. It looks like the time's up. Hey, in the immortal words of Dennis Green, he is who we thought he was. If you want to go ahead and crown him, crown him.
Well, we didn't know who he was. We knew he ran the ball. We didn't know he would struggle so bad with the passing there for Klue 27. Larry Ridley here, back here live here with Rico Williams, and we're here for the Battle at Bleu. That's hashtag Battle at Bleu there. And we want to thank everyone, all of our sponsors here at the Bleu Casino and Resort and Spa for the Battle at Bleu. Madden 18, the championship here, $7,500. Michael Skimbo off to a great start, Rico.
Absolutely. Rock solid, 1-0. Thank you guys. Need it. All family. It all started with you, W, at the Madden Bowl. He came in, he established everything he wanted to do, got up early, then put it on cruise control, didn't show a little bit too much. Now, you know Skimbo doesn't like to stream. He likes to keep his stuff close held under the vest. So him being out here, he did what he had to do to get up, and then he turned it off.
Real quickly, let me get your thoughts. There's been a lot of talk in the Madden 18 community about should we stream more? Should guys do more? There are some guys that are hesitant. They don't want to give away a lot. Some guys are like, hey, this is good for the community. You can grow it by getting out there, letting people see you. What are your thoughts on streaming and putting your business out there on the streets?
Here's what I'll tell you. At the end of the day, you're a top-level elite Madden player. Come up with 2 offenses. Come up with 2 offenses.
Fair enough.
And you have to stream. You have to stream for the good of the game, for the good of the community. But the streaming isn't just about the game. It's also about your personality. Sure. It's also about what you bring to the table. Make it fun.
Good point.
Talk to everybody. Let the people know. Or engage them. Or even if you wanted to, make them tutorials when you're streaming.
Sure.
Break it down. Show, and I'm not trying to be funny, show Exclude how to stop bunch. show some of these other people out there who played and then how to be competitive.
Right.
And you can do that without taking away from you. Because at the end of the day, people are going to see what you're doing. People are going to see your routes and everything like that. I can understand you not wanting all your hot routes and all your audible and all that stuff. I get that. Come up with another offense. Come up with a basing that you can still wiggle in your other stuff to make when you need a 4th and 7, you know what you can go to.
You got to go to.
But come up with something for the culture.
Well, I was just about to say that. Do it for the culture. I think, look, we want this tide to lift all boats. And look, everything that's been going on recently with Madden 18, we want all of this to grow. We want to grow. We want you guys to grow. We want the whole daggone competitive gaming division to grow so we can get there to the next level. We want more stuff on TV. We want all the tournament organizers to do better. We want it all to be a great space here for all of us. And it can start by getting on the stream, engaging the audience there, and growing this thing. And I think it can happen.
Absolutely.
We've got some great people in this
That's what I was about to
people.
say. In Vegas, I was able to hang out with them. We all went out. We won't talk about that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Unless you're Stevie J, because you won and you're going to Burbank. There are some great personalities out there.
Great.
You see
Gotta
the
get it out
W's,
there,
the
though.
Frozos, the I'm Scheming, the Skimbos, Problems, Kiv, Mo. These guys need to be out there. They need to be on that stage. They need to be given this platform, and I just can't wait to watch where it's growing. Madden's in some great hands, and it's only just going to keep going up from here.
All right, and we'll have much more here, live here from South Lake Tahoe, right next to the lake, south of the lake, the big blue Emerald Lake here. A beautiful space here with the Sierra Nevada mountains. Larry Ridley alongside my good buddy Rico Williams. We'll come back with much more of the Battle at Bleu here, live from the Mont Bleu Casino Resort and Spa. We'll come back with more group play here with the Madden 18 Championship. $7,500 on the line. We'll see you on the other side.
I'm still, but I can't stop. Can't see any